I tried going live while I was making my pap, but it wasn't actually going. I'm sorry. Yesterday there are so many people that joined my live. You can please try and open the window a little bit. There are so many people that joined my life yesterday, and I disappointed you guys. I thought I had everything under control, but unfortunately, I did not. I never knew I was running out of battery, and before you know what was happening, boom, my phone was off and it couldn't got back. I am sorry. Like I told you, that was my first time, and I came to this place unexperienced. I was just trying to find my way around it. So it wasn't like I went to life with 13% battery. Can you imagine that? So blame me. I'm sorry. So for the people that joined me yesterday, thank you for joining. I noticed I had about 90, almost 92 views for the first time in live. That means I did great. So I want to appreciate each and every one of you that joined me yesterday, and people that have intention of joining me today. You are most welcome. So I said something that I am a storyteller. So because I am camera shy, I know most of you be asking, Ike, go and give me my tripod. I know most of you be asking um me camera shy. Yes, I am. But I have to face my fears because money must be made. Yeah. So I am here because what prompted me to, like, why I started hearing about YouTube live was because of my monetization. I never knew that YouTube had live. Honestly, I thought life was all about people, that the only people that do live is people that I'm trying to set my camera right. I thought the only people that do live are maybe on Facebook, on TikTok. No, 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 it's okay. I never knew that I could go live on YouTube because I've never been to one. You get. So I used to hear people say, "Go, come to my WhatsApp, my YouTube live," but I've never been here. This is my second time. I tried it yesterday. The experience was quite okay because I got 92 to 94 people to watch me. Yes, I know I have an interesting things that I'm doing, yeah, but this is my first time. Wow. So thank you all for joining. Like I said before, I'm a storyteller, but my story is quite different. People tell stories from AI, from, but I tell life experience, real life experiences from people that have had so many experiences, maybe in marriages, in their job. So in my platform on TikTok, I have quite a number of people because of my views and the rest. A lot of people through the story that I tell me, they inbox me their experiences, which I develop, and I tell it while cooking, sometimes while going to the market. That is my kind of blogging. Yeah. But the story is quite much. Most of them I've not even touched it for weeks. So I promised myself that I'll be coming here once in a while to to relate these stories to people, because I know that through these stories people will get help. A lot of people might say this is not real, this is not real. Like I said before, I want to introduce myself again, the origin of my story and what prompted me to start this. Please, if you join my life, I beg you in the name of God, please like my life. I am fine, thank you. Please do like my life so that it will be recommended to other people. Yeah, so I started my story because I'm a single mom of two. I'm separated because it not, the divorce process is not quite we have not done that yet, but we are in the process. So through these experiences, I had a lot of breakdown. I was depressed. I was, you understand, after I left my marriage. So a someone that cared, a woman, asked me to join a particular group that is not just meant for people that are not in marriage, but a lot of people that are that are going on, that has a lot of problems. That in that group we discuss about our experiences and way forward. So that was how, thank you for liking. So that was how I got to join this group. Yeah. So joining this group made me understand a lot of things. So at some point, because sometimes we are up to 30 in that group. Thank you for joining. Okay, I'm a Nigerian, living in Nigeria, in Lagos, Nigeria, yes. So this group now, we are up to 20 in that group, but sometimes it seems we are, our stories, our experiences and suggestions were not working. And I told them, okay, I have a platform on TikTok where I vlog, where I do a lot of things. Why not take these stories, share it maybe through my cookings and the rest? And I believe through that means a lot of people will bring suggestions to the problems. And they said it's okay, let's try it out. So I took a few people's stories and I started telling them why I edited it while I was cooking. You understand, I was telling it. If you check my shorts, you see handful of them, even my long videos. So when I started telling these stories, the turn up was massive. So many people through that means got the solution to their problems and they were happy. So that was what prompted me to be doing these things. I have my own story which I've not shared, and I believe with time I am going to do that, because I am not, if I tell my stories, I know even behind the camera I'll be crying. So it's going to be an eyesore. So for now, my story is not part of what I'm telling, but while doing this, I'm summoning up courage to tell my story. So yesterday I told a story, and a lot of people, I thank God for the turnouts yesterday on my live. Please, if you join my live, please, I beg you, like it so that it will be suggested to other people. So yesterday I talked about a woman that her husband took her kids to Canada and stopped calling her. And today I'm talking about a woman. She's not divorced, she's still with her man, but she's facing a lot of challenges, and that was why she joined the group. She said her husband is a chronic gambler. At first, it wasn't like that. He was introduced to this gambling by a friend. Do you understand? So, and she said that now he's taking everything she has built in years away from her. She said her husband was doing well. He was a businessman. They based in Onitsha, Nigeria, Anambra State, Nigeria. So she said at first her husband was a kind of the only son, and he's the one that everybody in their family is looking up to when it comes to monetary material things. You know, he was doing well in his business, and one day I think he borrowed money from people to buy goods from Lagos, then going back to the east where his business is. He wasn't there. The truck caught fire, and every um goose on that bus got burnt. So the man sold everything he had to be able to pay the people that he was owing, the people that he borrowed money from, and that shattered him a lot. You understand? So he became a shadow of himself. He always stays at home. His wife said that she has a business that she's doing. It's a kind of beer parlor business. I don't know what it's called. I don't know if people that are watching me, if they are Nigerians. But okay, nice meeting you. Thank you very much. So because of this situation now, she has to call her younger sister from the village to come and help her with her shop. She sells pepper soup, drinks, you understand. And this kind of businesses, they usually thrive in the evening. So that she can stay home and take care of her husband who doesn't have business any longer. And she said that while her sister came, before then she wasn't making any much profit, because her business thrives in the evening, but she closed around 5 so that she'll be able to take care of her kids at home. You get? So when she called her sister started managing the business while she's staying at home to take care of her husband, who was a kind of mentally ill. So she said when her sister started this business, it was going very well, because her sister always closed late. She closed around that kind 9, 10. Do you understand? And when this happened, her sister stayed there for more than 4 months, and she was doing very well. She said that most of the time she comes home with 50,000, 60,000. You know, people are turning up because of the time. So their life started getting better, because after her husband lost his business, sold every other thing that was remaining just to pay off his debts, they did not have any other thing but that business. So now when the sister started bringing money, things were going well. Her husband was getting better because the money that was coming was a kind of hope for him. And the wife said, okay, since he's now better, his sister wanted to go back to school, why not him join the business, so that they'll be doing it together. Maybe she comes, she cook the all the things that they'll be needing for the shop, then she will go home in the night, in the evening, to take care of her children, while her husband stays. Kind of a joint business now. The husband at some point agreed. He refused in the first place, said he doesn't want to do woman's business, but he later agreed. Getting to the shop, they were doing very well. But she said within few weeks, her husband started following, what's it called? People that gambles. Started visiting betting shops. At some point, she didn't have an idea of this because she had never done betting all her life. But she said her husband comes with this POS, long POS receipts at home. He used to package it in his bag, and he never allows her to see it, you know. So, and this kept going for a long while. There wasn't really much, it did not affect the shop much, because I believe maybe he was doing it carefully. And I believe it's all those people that used to come to their shop to drink in the night that introduced the man to the betting, you know. So when the man was doing it, at some point, the man won 100,000. Yes, and that was where the problem started. It was the day he won the 100,000 naira that he told the woman that, see, this money, because he came home happy and he bought a lot of things, and she asked, he said he won something. Out of excitement, the woman asked because she was curious, and the man, out of excitement, told her that this is it. Because I believe maybe before now, before he broke the news, he was scared that the woman might not going to like it, you understand? That was why he was kind of hiding it. So when he broke the news, the woman was happy. But at the end of the day, the man told her that this game, he was supposed to play it with 50,000. And if he played it with 50,000, he would have made more money. But he played with 2,000 and he won 100,000. Now, he was now more investing in the betting. He would sell 1 naira in the shop. He would go and invest it, because he told the wife that one day they will make 100 million and their life will get better. The woman doesn't like the idea, but there was nothing she can do. Please, if you are joining my life, please like my life. Hello, Liam, good evening from here. So that was how he started betting, and he became a chronic bettor. At some point, the woman said that her business was going down every day. Before then, her husband comes home with a lot of money, you understand, as business that is thriving. But at some point, thank you for liking, but at some point, there was no money. He comes home with barely 5,000, 2,000. Not that he doesn't make the money. He makes the money and use it on betting. And at the end of the day, their items at the office were running out, and they could not restock. Please, thank you for joining. You're welcome. They could not restock because there was no money. The one that was remaining, the man was seriously investing on betting, maybe thinking that miracle could happen. By the time she knew what was happening, there was no drink. Even the pepper soup they were doing, like meats and the rest, there was no money to restock. At some point, feeding was difficult, because you know this kind of business is everyday business. I don't think that they are kind of saving. They were using the money and investing it back in the business, then taking out what they are using to take care of themselves at home front. So that was how the business went down. The husband still goes there. She said, okay, stop going, let me start doing it the way I was before. She said she was ready to borrow money from people, you understand, to resurrect the business. But the husband did not even give her the chance. He has taken over the shop. He's the one managing there, even though there is nothing there. But at least people that his fellow gamblers used to come and drink all these gins and the rest, you understand, and maybe pay him small money that he will now use and go. By the end of the day, he's not bringing anything home again. Now, where the group comes in now is, she's now asking for advice. At this kind of situation now, she needs advice, because she said as she's talking to us, is her parents that is facilitating in taking care of the kids. She's not even bothered about the husband anymore, because sometimes he doesn't even eat. I know these people that used to get drunk, sometimes once they take the stuff they take, their belly will be filled and they will not care about food. So now she's asking, what is going to what is she going to do to be able to get her husband back and to get her business back? Do you understand? So I've made this video. Is, I think, by this voice note, the story that I just told now, I put it in a kind of a content which I posted today, because she told me I wasn't supposed to post hers because I have other stories that came before her, but she came crying. She sent this message 2 days ago. She came crying and said it was urgent, that she don't know what to do, that her parents have tried talking to the husband, but the thing have eaten so deep into him that he doesn't want to change. Do you understand? I know this kind of thing, when you must have made a lot of investment in betting, you are waiting to reap, and you have not reaped anything, and you now say you don't want to go back because it's the next one that will make you rich, that kind of thing. So that is her predicament right now. So why I brought up this story is to tell you that what I am telling here is not just an AI generated stories. There are real stories that are relatable, people's story. Maybe one day I'll be able to face camera like this and tell my own story, but I do not want to be that child that will be telling her stories and be crying. I want to be bold enough. I want to be in that position where I will look at my story and I will laugh and I'll say, thank God I took a bold step. You understand? Because a lot of people are going through shit. You might not know. If some people tell you that story like this, it will be as if they are fabricating it, but it's actually real. It's actually, people are going through stuff. Men, women. There was a man that joined this group. Do you understand? He joined this group as a woman in disguise, because he knows it's a WhatsApp. He put a woman's picture. That was actually his wife. And he's telling us this story that is like, is the husband that is beating the wife. You understand? That kind of emotional abuse, physical abuse. But in the sense, he's the one that is going through that. But because he wanted closure, he came to my inbox and told me that he sees what I'm doing, because every one of them knows I have a TikTok account where I share my stories, and they used to go there and read some comments most of the time. So he came to my inbox privately and told me that he's the one that is going all this shit, that is actually a man. Do you understand? So he told me that the wife used to abuse him a lot, physically, emotionally. In fact, they have 4 kids, but he's not even sure that, she said he's sure of the first and the second child, at least they look like him, but the other ones he's not sure, and he dare not speak these things out to his wife. He said he has shared the experience with his mother-in-law, but the mother-in-law was like that he should be praying that he will change, that it's not going to last forever. He ran to his father-in-law, who told him that this is what he has been experiencing with his wife for years, that if he had an advice to give him, that he would have given himself long time ago. Do you get? So when I posted the video on TikTok, I got a lot of people were actually happy that the man was going through that kind of thing, without knowing that this is individual something. In every man, in every creation, there is a man that behaves like a woman, and there is a woman that behaves like man. Do you understand? So because this person, maybe women are the one that always speaks out, doesn't mean that men are not going through that kind of stuff. So when he gave me this story, he was a kind of, people laughed, people, that video got about 70 something thousand views on TikTok, and 80% of the comments there were mocking the man. It did not just end well. So the man was so disappointed. Just few people were telling him to run, to report to the authorities. But he told me that each time that he have tried reporting before and tried running out, but because he did not have a job at that time, because he said he lost his job. But before he even lost his job, those abuse have started. But because he has something doing, he used to bury himself at work, and you understand. But when he did not have work, that was when the thing became more serious, when he lost his job. And he sought for my advice and the other. And I believe there are so many people that mocked him, but I believe that there are people that gave a lot of concern. Welcome to my life. Please, when you join me, like my life so that it will be suggested to more people, because I believe that this thing that I'm telling here now, you might not need it, but there are so many people that need it. So he told me that he wants to look for a job. That was the last time I spoke to him. That when he gets a job, that is when he will now know the next step to take, which I told him is a better idea. Do you understand? Now, that is his story. A lot of people, because me, I am not there yet. I believe at some point I'll be financially buoyant. Sorry, I believe that I'll be financially buoyant to be helping most people, because some of them, you see that it's money that is always the problem. um some of them is some of them, there is nothing that's supposed to be the problem, but the problem is there because one person doesn't want to grow up. Do you understand? It's not even about abusive marriages. I have people that they were not abused, but they were taken advantage of. Yes, like yesterday, one of my videos, I told stories about a woman, um from the story of the woman that her husband took her kids to Canada. Another person commented there, because when you give me a comment, maybe people that are not in my group, when you reply with a comment that is somehow, I will tell you, please share your story with me, and they will come to my inbox and they will share their story. So this woman now said that the man did not even marry her. The man married her, gone, but doesn't want to take her to live with him. Do you understand? She has been here. She has tried doing a lot of things, but she could not, because she's married to this man. And this man is someone that is running a family in another man's country, and here he's running another family because he believes that children raised abroad will always be abroad. You understand? So he wants to make children that will be here, that he will call his own, that when he's retired they will be there for him. Because I don't blame him, because we have a lot of people in my own area, in my own side of in my own side, that's in my state, in my community. I've seen people that married abroad, raised their kids abroad. When they died, they were like, they packaged them as if they were commodity and brought back to Nigeria. And at the end of the day, his children were not there to bury him, not even to talk about his wife, because these people sometimes they don't care. Once you are dead, you are dead. You understand? They just package it for the people that doesn't even know him, recognize him, to bury him. And it was that bad. So I believe a lot of them are learning from this, but they are not doing the right thing. Now what they are doing is to look for people that are vulnerable, because in my own, where I'm coming from, Nigeria, our government is so bad that people now value money more than life. Do you understand? So a lot of young girls are out there looking for who will marry them and give them a better life. Even if it's not marriage, give me better life and I'm okay. And this is causing a lot of harm than good, because these people are taking advantage of them. Because you are giving someone $100, which is maybe a little money where you're coming from, because when you change it to naira, it will become a big money. You just give it to them, you deceive them to do the things that when you even imagine it, you have migraine. Do you understand? So these girls are willing to do these things in the first place, but on the long run, they will start realizing that it doesn't worth it, and they will start crying out. How can a man marry a woman and keep him here? You barely give her money. You just started a petty business for her to be doing, because you know that once she has the money, that she'll be able to start processing, maybe to travel out with your kids. And because you don't want your kids to be raised in another man's country, you'll be suffering someone's child in Nigeria. So there are, so there are a lot of things that are coming up, and that was why I started that community of storytelling, because I actually want in my comment section, let these people come there and read one or two to grab what they will grab, because I know that through someone's experience we'll learn a lot. Do you understand? For I believe when I start telling my stories, a lot of people are going to learn a lot. But like I said before, I am not ready to shed tears right now, and I don't want to be that person that will come out in the public, and instead of me to tell my stories, I will start crying. People might not see that cry as someone that is from within. They will see it as if I am pretending, or maybe I am seeking for financial means. No. Do you understand? So I want to be stable enough, both emotionally, physically, before I could tell my story. But meanwhile, for now, I am trying to relate people's stories to you because they really need your help. I don't know if someone make comments here, if someone is going to be seeing it after I upload, because I just noticed that my first live yesterday uploaded itself. I wasn't the one that did that. I never knew if I go live it will be uploaded, honestly. I never knew, but I saw it yesterday and I was happy it did. So I believe all these things I'm saying now is recording, and at the end of the day it is supposed, which is nice. So if you are joining me, please welcome. Please like my live so that it will be suggested to other people. And while on it, if you have maybe any question that you want to ask me, please go ahead and I will gladly answer. So now let me talk about things that people do that are not nice. You understand? The mistake people make, and at the end of the day they will fall back and start regretting. I will have to relate this story before I talk about it. There is a woman that got a maid at first, and she said since the maid came into the house, the maid had been feeding her kids with her urine, the maize urine. She wanted the maid to go to school, but she did not. This person she's not on my group, but she DM'd me through one of my videos online. Do you understand? So after she commented, she came to my inbox and she dropped the story. So she said the maid, she's well to do, her husband is okay. In fact, her husband is a marine engineer while she's a banker, and her mom has been staying with her for a very long time. And at some point her mother got sick and her sister in London took her mom, so she had to look for someone to help her take care of the kids while she go to work, maybe when she comes back, you know. So that was how she got this maid, through an agency. And she said when she got the maid, she wanted the maid to enroll in school so that when the kids are coming back, they'll come back together. But the girl said no, that she wants to be paid. And actually she was paying her very well, even aside the money, because she paid to the agency and the agency will now remit the money to her. I don't know how they do it. She said aside the money the agency pays her, that she paid to the agency, which is 70,000, she also pays the maid herself 30,000 naira every middle of the month. She's doing that because she really wants her to be comfortable, so that she will not have the mind to do anything to the kids. But you know, these days are very evil. Sometimes you will not even know who the devil is using to manipulate you or bring harm to you. So that was how she trusted this girl, because for me, she made her so comfortable. And each time she goes to work, this girl goes to the toilet, pee, and if she's making children's cereal, she will add it to it. She said her children got sick, everyday food poisoning. Almost every month, they are going in and out of hospital. At some point, they were started having bloating tummy, like their tummy started growing big and the rest. And that was how she, when her husband came back, because her husband is a marine engineer, so I think they do some weeks home, some weeks out. So the husband suggested they put camera at least to monitor, because why I'm bringing up these stories, because if you want to ever have a maid in your house, you need something that you'll be monitoring them with, because you might not know the spirit that is, you understand, that is especially people that are not related to you. Most time people that are even related to you, they do worse, but at least you have to tread carefully. So that was how the husband bought camera and gave them, that was on weekend, he gave everybody weekend off, that they should go home, because they never wanted them to know that there is a camera. Because when you know there is a camera, you know you have to strategize. So they didn't know. So after, on Sunday, everyone came back. By that time the camera has been installed, and at the end of the day, the husband, all the time the husband was around, nothing happened. The husband went back to his work, and the woman normally went back to her work as well. But she said one day, as she was just trying to check to know how the home front is, she noticed that the maid was coming out from the toilet with a cup. And at the end of the day, she went and poured that into because the toilet doesn't have camera, but outside the door has. So she was pouring the substance into the children's food. She screenshot it, but she never said a word. When she came back, she asked her son, the first son, who is 4 years, if he noticed anything, maybe changes, tests, and he said no, that he didn't notice. The woman said okay. The next day, she said her eyes was glued to the camera, and like, you understand. And at the end of the day, she saw the maid coming out again. She went inside, coming out again when the children came back from school with that same cup. And immediately she called her on the phone, because she was with her phone. She called her on the phone and said, where are you? She said it's in the house. She asked her, what are you carrying? She started looking around. Immediately she ran back to the bedroom, poured it out, and came out. That was when she called the police. She came back with the police from her office. She came back with the police, and they were asking her what she came out with. She said she tried to deny, but the woman showed her the camera to, like, what she screenshot, to show her that she saw what she did. And that was when she confessed that it was urine that she was putting in this kid's food. And she asked her why. She herself said she doesn't know why, but she was doing it. So why I brought up this topic is because I want people out there to be careful. Many people appear innocent, many people appear good, appear decent, but sometimes, heart is evil. All of a sudden, someone will just start thinking of how to make you understand. Someone who have not hurt you, you don't know her from anywhere, you don't know him from anywhere, but still you have the mind to do such a thing. So if you want to take a maid, probably someone that is not related, even the people that are related to you, you need to be careful. If you do not have money for camera, leave them, let them go. Do not, look for another way around it. I'm a mom of two. I was working at first because I do not have help, and my younger sister was living with me before, but because she wanted to write exams, she went back to my parents' house. You understand? So I did not have that. I wasn't buoyant enough to get someone to take care of my kids. I quit my job. Why I am able to eat because of the sales I make online. Like, I do my pap. If people want to patronize me, like from YouTube, I get a lot of people that said, okay, I'm in the US, I'm here, can you please make and package for me? And that is how I make a living, because I do not want to trust someone with my kids, and at the end of the day, one story that touches the heart will start coming up. So if you know that you are not ready for motherhood, for parenting, there is no need of going into it until you are ready, because you might be thinking that there are so many people that that it is not the maid, it is another person, it is neighbor, it is this person. So why I brought up this story is because I want to share life experiences and to advise people, because most people don't know this. Most people have not been opportune to hear these stories. Most people have not been opportune to know that, like, people trust too much, and at the end of trusting too much, your children are the one that is taking it. You understand me? This is about kids now. When I share this story of this maid in particular, this story got me 1 million views plus on TikTok. Someone came to the comment section and said that she knows one person that the maid so stuff. She can give me my AirPod. This one is down. So maid that was doing so thing. I said, do you mind sharing? She came to my inbox and said that she's actually the victim. That when she was small, her parents were busy, and at the end of the day, they got a maid for them. Give me my AirPod. This indication that their maid they got a maid to stay with them. And this maid is actually telling these kids to sleep together while she washed them. Brother, as in, you understand me? To sleep with her brother. Her brother is the older person. Do you understand me? And this kept on happening until when she started being aware of who she is, aware of herself, as she was growing. And at the end of the day, the maid used iron on her. Because she refused to do what the maid wanted, the maid plugged an iron, and the thing was heating up, and she was forcing her, do this. She refused, and the maid used the iron at her back, and the thing injured her. Immediately the maid saw, because obviously the parents were going to learn about these things, and the maid went inside their parents' room, packed everything that she can, stole money and a lot of things, and ran out. You get? So that was how the parents of these people get to know. I did not even think that these children were able to tell them, because she said they did not care. That her mother leaves in the morning and come back around 9. By that time, they must have gone to bed. That she only gets to see her mom on Sunday. And that Sunday, she'll be busy sorting out business for Monday. Do you understand? So there are a lot of things that when you are doing it, our kids are the ones suffering it. And that is why for people that if you don't want to have kids, fine. Nobody is forcing anybody. If you don't have, like me now, I'm not even talking about having kids again until I'm buoyant enough. And maybe God bless me with the right person. You understand me? But as my situation is now, I know I love children and I'll go and be having babies that I know that I can't take care of. That is not nice. So if you're not ready for parenting, if you're not ready for motherhood, I always blame the mother, because you are the one that knows, okay, this man cannot provide for, you understand, and you still allow it to happen. There are so many ways to have fun without, you understand, being pregnant. And I believe if everybody should start learning this, is going to go a long way for us. So with that being said, I was supposed to be doing my receiving my pap while making this video, but for reasons, I don't think YouTube want people to see where I'm doing that. I was actually in my kitchen trying to sieve the pap, because someone told me that she would want to see how I did it, because she said since she doesn't base abroad and she has access to these things, that she wants to make it herself. So I was even going this live today to make the pap, so that she'll be able to see how I made them. But for some reasons, if I go to my kitchen now and set my camera, it will tell me that that is unavailable. So I believe maybe they don't want me to see that, and that is it. So I want to appreciate everyone for joining me. Thank you very much. So from now, it's going to be a silent life. So maybe I'll come back later and we'll talk. So thanks you for having me. Bye. Hi, I was away for some time, but I'm back. I'm back. Thanks for joining. I went to do some stuff, so I just came back now. Thank you for joining. Sometimes I used to wonder why would people just run? Come, where are you running to? Guys, because don't run. I think this thing is so down. Do not run. Oh, I'm not in masquerade, right? Is my hair telling you that I am one? I'm not. This is a twist hair. Please don't run. Like my life before you run, please. Okay, my name is Emanuela. Thanks for having you here. Um, I was discussing a topic before I ran off to do some stuff. So I believe I rounded off what I was discussing before I left. So now I want to shift chats. I want to shift chats. So if maybe you come across my life and there is something you want to say, please let me know. Meanwhile, I don't know how many people that have subscribed to my channel that are here, but I want to use this medium to tell all of you guys that you guys are you are amazing. You are amazing, honestly. You are amazing. I love you. I appreciate you. A lot of things are happening in this my country right now. No job, no security, and there is nothing that anybody does that is enough, you know. So we all are just struggling to survive, put one or two into place. Like me, I've been out of job for like 6 months. Though I'm doing business, but it's not something steady. So I've been doing content creation for a long while now, and I just said let me try YouTube, and so far so good. It has been amazing, I must say. It has been an amazing, because I never believed in the turnouts that I saw. I believe there was a time I came on YouTube here and I ran off because it was discouraging. I had to run, and my sister who ventured into it told me to come back, that I'm going to enjoy it on the long run, and here I am. And coming back here doesn't necessarily mean like when they say keep going is going to get better. That was what I did. At some point it wasn't getting any better. I ran off because I really needed to survive, and you know this requires data, and like I told you guys, I'm a single mom, and you know, so I've been creating content for a very long time now. So I said, okay, this place is good, let me come here. So I know most of you don't know me that much, but I believe with time we are going to get to know ourselves better. Please. So just give me audience, don't run out. Like I said, the comment section is open. Whatever you want to ask me, that may be something that will keep you glued to this place, please do ask me and I'm going to answer. I'm not in stingy with my information, please. So please don't run out. Like my life, ask your question. I treated a lot of topics and I told a lot of stories, which what my channel is all about. I tell real life experiences of people. Mine have not come yet, but I believe it will come soon. So I've thought about a maid and a guy that took her keys from for his kiss from the woman that gave birth for him. Then I talked about the betting guy, a chronic gambler. Yeah. So all these things are relatable. They are from people's daily life experiences that these things came. So it came from my inbox. I was trying to know if I can put up a screenshot on my background, but it wasn't working out. So next time, any story that I'm maybe the way it was sent, I will screenshot it, put it on my background, so that people, maybe when I go off, people can be able to see it, you know. So now I want to tell you about where I came from. Yeah. So I am from Nigeria. I'm Igbo by tribe. Yeah, because a lot of people do not know like that Igbo is from Igbo part of Nigeria, or Igbo tribe is from Nigeria, because I believe I have heard countless times that in Guinea, a big Guinea Republic, yeah, that they have a tribe called Igbo. We speak the same language, we eat the same food, but that doesn't mean that it's us. So I believe Igbo is Igbo. We speak the same language, but that doesn't make them Igbo. Now, the picture on my background, because I know a lot of people must has been, you understand. So this is the picture. Look at it very well. So this is my 18-year-old self. I am 34 now, by God's grace. While in my university days, I contested for my departmental, all those pageantries. I won, yeah. So this is me trying to go like, when we are doing these things, you showcase yourself, you must represent someone. Some people used to represent maybe Lolo, Igwe's wife, that's the king of their, you understand where they are coming from. You represent it. If you are Yoruba, you represent. And this, I decided to do something out of the box. I decided to be Eve. Yeah, I did not eat the apple, because I know you must be asking. I decided to be Eve because I wanted to stand out, and thank God it made me stand out. So look at the picture very well. I'm just going so that you see the picture very well. That is me. Yes, I am very tall. If I stand up here, you run. I am so tall. So it's motherhood and everything that made me, yeah, kind of chubby. Yeah, so, and I love it because at that moment people were, calling me all sorts of names. If maybe there is a breeze, people will start looking for me, so that breeze will not carry me. But I'm okay. I'm no longer young like I used to be. So we what we ask God is for us to grow old. So I believe this is my present version. This present version is somehow here, but I know the back is my younger version, and here I am. So I contested and I won. Maybe by tomorrow I'll be putting out some of the pictures from my, you understand, each of my life. I will put out my pictures, and each of this story this picture is telling a story about me, about who I used to be, about what I used to be, and my present self. Because I'll put them there, I will tell you a kind of story that brought about me, you understand. From a young age I've been a loner. I went to a girls school, like all girls school, and when you are there are a lot of things that were going on. I had no brother as at that time, but along the line, my mom gave birth to a brother. My younger brother, he's very young, So at that time, I used to be scared of men, because I have no cousin that is a man that is around me. The ones I have, they live far away, and once when they come, they were very, very old, far older than me. So it wasn't, I cannot just say, me, I have a brother. I didn't grow up with men around me. Yes, apart from my dad, my grandfather, every other person was a woman, a lady, yeah. And if you want to bring someone to come and live with us, they always bring girls. So I was, where my circle, you would not really have male people, like male younger version of, you understand. So while growing up, I still went to girls school. And girls school, we talk about this. So when I actually wanted to write my high school exam, I went to a mixed school, boys and girls. And that was where I began to notice a lot of changes in me. If a man come closer to me, I will start panicking. And honestly, it wasn't really easy. But here I am today, proud of myself, proud of the woman that I used to be. By this time that you are seeing me there, I was so innocent throughout my university. I do not know what, like, when people will say this one, this one, this one. I knew that it deprived me a lot of things. I did not have any brotherly love. So many people bullied me because I did not have a brother. You understand? Like my age mates, when we go to the stream, because at that time we don't have anything like borehole around us. We have to go to the stream. Maybe one day if I travel to my village, I will show you my stream, which I know that people around here will be very, very willing to see. Yeah, because many people have asked me for that on my Facebook the last time I traveled, but I couldn't go there because of time. I went to bury my grandfather, so I wasn't able to show them those places. But I promised when next I go there, I'll be showing you my river. So in that stream, during those days that I used to go there, I saw a lot of shit, I must say. People bullied me. Maybe in the stream, because in the stream is only kids that you see. Parents don't go to the stream unless maybe it's a critical moment, there is no water in the house. So I always go alone. I have no brother. So my age mates girls that have brothers, they will beat me. They will fight me. They will be shaking their hands on my eyes, and I cannot do anything. Do you understand? Because I cannot fight them. The first person I tried fighting, and during the fight I injured the person. The person brought her brother while coming to the stream the next day, and the kind of beating the guy gave me, I have never forgotten. In fact, there was a wound on my body. I think it has gone. There was a wound they left on me that day. So since then, I stopped fighting. Even if they are 10 saying, choking their hands on my eyes, I do not retaliate, because I know that fighting them is not a problem. They are just looking for my trouble. If I fight them, at the end of the day, their brothers will come and beat me. So I know I was yearning for a brother. I was yearning for a brother because I lived a lonely life. I was yearning for a brother. I had other siblings, but because my parents were not, you understand, they are not doing so well at that time. So most of my siblings went to our auntie's house, so it was just me and my younger ones that I would see back and go to the stream with. So I had a very lonely childhood. But today, my life is still boring anyways, but I have 2 kids and I have boys, because I'm afraid. I said, because of what I went through as a child, I said, God, if you must give me a daughter, please do let her be the last one and let her be the only one. Because people that have brothers showed me paper, and honestly, you might say it has been a long time it happened, but the trauma is still in me. If I see a woman that doesn't have a brother, I used to feel for her, because I believe maybe people will treat her the way they treated me. You understand? Someone will look for your trouble, you fight back as a kid, their brothers will come next day, and my parents will not, because my kind of parents that I have, they are not the one that will use children's issue to have problem with. You understand? They will say children's issue should be, they don't interact, they don't oh, how will I put it now, they don't come and intervene in my matter. They will say whatever problem you have, go and sort it out yourself, because they are avoiding problems. Because kids can actually make you have problem with the parents, then the kids, you see them going back to play with each other tomorrow. So that was my case. So my parents never intervened when all these sorts of things was happening. Not that I don't tell them. I told them the first time, second time, the third time, but they did not do anything. So I stopped talking about it. So I prayed inside me that if I should give birth one day, I do not want to have girls. I actually want to have baby boys, like 4, 5. And if peradventure I will have a girl, let me have one girl. And as if God was listening, he answered me. I had 3 boys, I lost one, then I have 2 now with me. So that is just what happened. I pray for baby girl inside me, small, small. But I really want, if I should have opportunity of having more kids, I want to have like 2 boys extra before the baby girl, because I wouldn't want the baby girls to suffer. I suffered in my marriage, I suffered in my childhood. Imagine when I see people that have brothers, when even their husbands is scared to do anything to them, because they know that the brother will come after them. But me, I watch my husband fight for his sister, but he still mistreats me because nobody to fight for me. Do you understand? So I honestly I knew that at some point I would want a baby girl, but I never wanted my baby girl to be the first, because I do not want her to go through what I went through. Because I do not have a brother, my husband will beat me today and call my parents to come and pick me tomorrow for no reasons, because they know that they are not capable, they cannot do anything, that kind of insult. And you are not at fault, but your parents will still call you and say, please stay, I don't want you to come back home, come back to what, you understand? And at the end of the day, it affected me. That is not how life is. Baby girl, baby boy, all of them are kids. Me self, I love baby girls when it's from another person. But for me, I feel if she's with me, I don't want her to go through what I went through, and that I don't know if I am capable of protecting her. Do you understand? In as much as I have two sons, but I do not know. I'm still scared somehow, because life can be unpredictable, you know. So it has, I've had my own share of discouragement, abuse, bullying, and sometimes I will be crying on my bed and I will say, why is it only me? Why am I the only one suffering all the bad things in life, you know? Because I'm a good person. I'm not trying to praise myself, or because, but I know that I am the kind of, I pray my babies marry my kind of person, because I know that I'm a good person. And if I should make that prayer, that means I'm a good person. But if I'm not a good person, I've heard people say, somebody will say, your babies should marry someone like you, and they will say, God forbid. Me, I pray my boys marry a woman like me. Do you understand? So that is how I trust myself. And if a good mother can get a daughter-in-law like me, that person is blessed. Do you understand? It's only good bad people that don't like me. I'm a likable person. I'm a good person, because I pray to have a daughter like me, and I pray to have a daughter-in-law like me. Do you understand? So I believe with that. For me, I don't want to talk about someone else. That is my opinion. So I believe I'm a good person, but I've suffered what I look at myself and I say a good person do not deserve. Sometimes it will be done on me like, you are suffering too much. Maybe life is not the way it is, so you are doing good and you are suffering. Sometimes I've had the this thing to, like, I've had the urge to do things that are not good, you understand? But immediately you want to venture it, you regret it. You start having mixed feelings, you know. Your conscience will start. I just came to a conclusion that that is not me. Let me be who I am. But I pray one day, what I seek, I will get. The love, the fame, not fame in kind of, you understand, but the love, the kind of attention that I seek, kind of love, the way I wanted to be loved, the kind of attention that I wanted. I pray one day that I'm going to get it. So with that being said, I think we have tried for today, and I want to thank you guys for staying, for hearing me out, for staying even when I was not around. So thank you guys for having me. Do have a lovely day, and God bless you. Bye. I've not ended yet, but I've also.